So in linear regression, what we done means first here we use for the means this making the graph and the for data visualization for identify the correlationship. We use the panda profiling. That is the one library. Okay. So immediately we can analyze all the data. That's why we use that library. So that is the one new thing in the linear regression actually we use. So इसमें first is import the pandas library, matplotlib, numpy. These are the general things which we done. And after that, this is the one advertisement.csv, that is the one file, and that data we try to analyze. Okay. So first you can see tail, head, as well as you will describe. In description means that is the descriptive stats, and it will show what is the mean, what is the standard deviation, okay, and all thing related to descriptive stats with respective each row. Each row now which respective each feature like TV, radio, and newspaper. Okay, means column you can say. And there is the pandas profile that we use. So profile report df. So this is the means when you write the profile report, that is the one thing. Okay, in pandas profiling you need to write profile report, then pass your data, and if you pass the data it will make automatically the report of entire data set. Okay, means entire stats analysis you will get there. So pf dot means actually I want to convert this data into the widgets, so that's why I use pf is the our variable, and after that two widgets, and after that all the thing will be converted into the widgets that already we discussed in the last session. Okay, so please means go through. Even I not uploaded on YouTube now, I will upload that part. So these are the general thing, and after that we taken the x as a TV and y as a sales, and try to make one model, and that model give the accuracy as we see na, here 7.03 is the intercept, means it is a, you can say C, y is equal to mx plus c, there c is the intercept at the point of y axis, right? So that how you can identify lr dot intercept, and lr dot coefficient is nothing but the m value. So all the thing we discuss, and now the remaining thing we try to do. Okay, so when we consider x y z, x1 x2 x3 is TV, radio, and newspaper, and y is the your sale, and we try to make linear regression, then what is the accuracy? That is the 89.72. Again we remove that particular part, what this thing we removed that radio, no? And after that we identify ki their accuracy is the same. So you can say the TV and radio is more correlated compared to the newspaper. Newspaper is not a significantly effect to the sales. That is the conclusion. Okay, now after that we try to make this correlation plot also, and we try to see which feature is most important and which feature are not significantly impact to your output like sales. So that we done. Okay, so these are the thing. And is there any doubt regarding to this our previous lecture? Then ask me. That how to save the model, that we will do. So now, again, what I will do, just wait, I will give the error. Okay, let it be. Now, I call again all the thing quickly. Uh, Please run all the sale again, for the in the last section we identify correlationship to identify the multicollinearity present inside the data or not. So what is the multicollinearity? Multicollinearity is nothing but, is there any independent variable has a relationship with independent variable or not? If two independent are highly correlated, means we need to drop one feature. Okay, and otherwise there your model will be not accurate, right? So these are the things we discuss. And now there in your class, maybe you identified in a stat class how you identify a particular means what we say particular feature or variable is highly significant. On what basis you are identifying? You done some analysis in your stat class to identify the significance of the feature by a p-value, right? If p-value is less than 0.05, and in that case what you can say, that are highly correlated, and if greater than, then that is not highly correlated or not significant for that particular output. Means here sales is the output, right? So okay, so we try to do that analysis in Python. Okay, how we can do? Okay, so there is the one library like smf. 1 minute, the library name is the stats model function, I think. 1 minute, I will stat model library. There I am calling the stats model dot formula dot api as smf. Okay, now I want to do the stats analysis for the two things like sales and tv that we first done na? So with respect to these two, what is the stats analysis that I try to identify? Okay, so what you need to write? Okay, can I write what I will be used as a sr? I just use means stats regression or stats analysis. Okay, as a I use as a SA is equal to, what is the library name here I'm using as a smf. So smf dot ols. Okay, and write formula. Okay, is equal to where means in which means what is your independent and what is your dependent feature that you first need to remember. Okay, so yeah, here what is the dependent feature? Sales. And what is the independent? TV. Okay, TV, newspaper, radio, these are the independent. But I try to analyze first what is the relationship between the sales and TV. Okay, so okay, I just write sales. This is the independent feature, and then use this what symbol we need to use? Approximate. Where is approximate? Hmm, approximate is not. This symbol you need to use approximate TV means there I want to identify the relationship between these two. Okay. Now the next what is you need to identify this, but you need to pass the data. So what is the data in our case? Data is equal to what we define in the terms of the data. Just I go through. Now I call our entire data. Na? So that is DF. DF. Okay. Okay. And now this I pass the data. Now I just write the fit to understand the model between these two. Okay, we already made the model by use of the scalar, but I want some more detail about that particular means relationship between these two feature. Okay, so now fit I pass. Okay, now what is the name of this analysis? Essay dot const you need to type, and int means it will give the result. Okay. You are also getting the error. अच्छा, In our case, it is capital.
Yes, it's capital.
Hmm. So now I'm getting some output. Okay. So what it is say? Okay, what is the intersect that I want to identify? Okay, so here for TV and for this, what is the interception? Okay, so I try to give one more idea. 1 minute more clear. I try to make this table. Just wait, so you will understand. Hmm, what we need to do. This is the single sample data, and okay. So when we talk about this, na, so when I talk about this TV, so with respect to the TV, means what is the probability that is given actually? More 1 minute more we will do. Just wait. This is not proper. 1 minute. Actually, one more library is there. 1 minute. LM summary. Okay, I'm sorry. If I write the summary, then you will get 1 minute as a summary. Now let me check. Hmm. Actually, I want this analysis. I forgot that. Okay. So now you can see when I pass this sales and TV, both the thing. Okay, and I want to see what is the summary of this entire model, means in relationship between these two. Okay, so in the stats, you aware about that R square value, and what is the R square?
Actually,
R is
Z Z
no, no, R square. R square is indicating the accuracy.
accuracy.
I earlier also I talked. It is nothing but you can say. So it is nothing but one minus residual sum square divided by total sum square. What is the residual sum square? The difference between the prediction and actual value. So that already we discussed in our previous session. So what is the thing? R square value as per the stats is 0.612, and what is the adjacent R square, that is the 0.610. So these are the two things to measure the accuracy of the model, to measure the accuracy, or you can say the relationship between these two, sales and TV. The same thing I done earlier also, na. I made the model for TV and sales, and there, can you tell me what is the score? In earlier session we did only for TV and this sales. TV here I taken. This is the sales.
0.047.
What is the accuracy? This one is the accuracy. 0.61. Okay, and what the accuracy here you are getting in this summary? 0.612, right? 0.612. Okay, but the point when someone asks, okay, tell me the what is the probability? Probability means here less than, you can say it is less than 0.05, obviously. That is written now 1.47 e raised to minus 42 or something. So that is negative. Okay, so now again I go down. Here you can see exact probability. Means the probability is less than 0.05. Means it is, you can say, significantly effect to sales. Means TV advertisement is significantly effect. Okay, and what is the intercept? Intercept means the intercept between this TV and your sales, that related, that is not that much important. You need to see just single variable. Okay, when you use more than means one feature, that time it is also useful. What is the intercept? Means suppose TV and radio both combination, how impact, that type of thing. Okay, so now can you make the same thing by taking the here TV as well as the radio as well as the newspaper? Can you identify? So what you need to do, just means I want to means I want the all the detail in one line. Okay, so what I will be do, TV plus radio plus What is the third feature? Newspaper. Okay. And if I run, okay, what is the error? हाँ कैपिटल है रेडियो का भी 1 मिनट हाँ शायद स्पेस भी रिक्वायरमेंट है और ओके and and okay okay so now for entire these three feature means always remember you need to write the dependent feature in left side okay and in right side you need to write dependent feature. Now you can see what is the r square when you consider these three. What is the r square value? That is the 0.89. We also made the model and that time also our accuracy is 0.897. So r square is nothing but the accuracy of the model. Okay. Adjacent r square is more robust way to calculate the accuracy of the model. Okay. Because many times we are not considering the amount of data. Okay, so when I talk about the adjacent R square, let's see what is the adjacent R square. Why it is means more good. Here you can see it consider the number of row as well as the data set. So, this is the R square. Adjacent R square formula is not available. 1 minute. I need a formula. It's not available. This one is the adjacent R square. So what is written here? 1 minus r square into n minus 1 n minus k minus 1. So what is the n here? N is the number of rows and k means number of predictor column or you can say predictor. Column is there you will consider the independent dependent both but here you need to consider only independent and that is nothing but the k. So it is more accurate because it's considering the number of row number of column and entire thing so it is more accurate. Okay, so that's why many time adjacent r square is more robust to calculate the accuracy of model. Okay, so adjacent r square is also 0.89 as well as you can see the what is the thing means when I talk about the TV, so what is the probability that is less than 0.05. When I talk about the radio the probability is less than 0.5 and when I talk about the newspaper what is the probability.
less than 0.05.
No, it is greater than because 0.860.
Newspaper.
Okay, so in the previous session also I told you the newspaper is not significantly impact. So that's why when we remove the this newspaper wala part, then also our accuracy is same. Okay, so it is not significantly impact. So how to identify and how to means see the stats analysis now maybe you will understood right. You need to remember this small thing means stats model dot formula dot API. Okay, after that you just need to call by alias you can call the entire thing and you can make the summary of entire data set. Okay, so now this is completed. Now we start the our 2 day session and do some analysis again. Okay, so I will make